morning one and all. Myself Bhavani from Civil Department. Today we are going to discuss on the topic of definition and terminology of endogenous hazards. And in this endogenous hazard, firstly, that is definition of the endogenous hazard. What is meant by this endogenous hazard is it is caused due to the process of that is originated within the earth surface or within the earth only, not on or near the earth. Okay, on or near the earth is called as the exogenous, but endogenous is nothing but the hazards that can be caused by the processes that can be originate within the earth, and these are primarily associated with the dynamics of the earth within the earth surface. Okay, this can be include the tectonic activities, volcanic processes, and main examples of this one is earthquakes and also landscapes, volcanic eruptions. And here in this one, next coming to the next definition, that is volcanic eruption. And in this volcanic eruptions, these erupting can be occur when this magma and also the gases and also ash that can be expelled from this volcano. Okay, means when this expulsion of this different types of gases or ash coming out of the volcanoes means that is called as the volcanic eruption. Mainly, this process is driven by the pressure of gases that can be trapped into the earth crust. Means when they are trapped into this earth crust, when there will be so much pressure for the expulsion of these volcanoes, these earth crust gases can be go outside of the volcano, and this can result in the various types of eruptions, and that can result from the explosion towards the FOCU. Means here FOCU nothing but the lava flows. Next one is what are the main causes of this volcanic eruption? Means what are the when this volcano erupted, how this can be erupted, because of what it can be erupting. Here you can see first one is magma generation, and in this magma generation, when this magma is generated within the earth crust. Why? Because magma will be always present in the earth crust only. When this magma is generated in the earth crust only due to the melting of the rocks that can be caused due to the high pressure and also the temperature. When there will be high temperature and pressure in the earth crust, this magma can be formed at that time by the melting of this rock, whether it may be some will be a sedimentary, metamorphic or igneous rocks also. Okay, and next one is pressure buildup, and in this pressure buildup, as the magma can going to be rises towards this earth surface, some of the gases can be dissolved into the magma. Means when there are gases that can be dissolved into the magma, means these are begin to exhale, means these are going to become outside of this solution. Then only there will be increase of the pressure and also temperature within this magma chamber. Then because of this high temperature and pressure only, this magma will come outside of this earth crust, that will be called as the volcanic eruptions. And next one is fracturing of the crust. And in this fracturing of the crust, when the temperature that will becomes too great, means very high temperature if we are saying, means that will automatically fractures the earth crust. Then means when there is a earth crust fracturing, means that will allow the magma to escape as the volcanic eruption. This magma only, when this magma will be always in the earth crust only. Means when there will be high temperature and high pressure only, this magma will come out from the volcanoes. Means always volcanoes will be there. Means some of the these volcanoes can be erupting sometimes, and always erupting volcanoes also can be seen in some of the areas. Okay, means when this magma will be having the high temperature and pressure, means overall that magma will flows towards the upper side of the volcanoes here, and when it will be coming outside, that will just flow as the lava. That is called as the lava flowing also. And because of these causes only, magma can be erupted. Next one is what is meant by distribution of volcanoes. And here, how we are going to distribute these volcanoes means, what is meant by this means, first one, tectonic plate boundaries. And in this tectonic plate boundaries, most of the volcanoes that will be just located along these tectonic plate boundaries. Okay, means at that time, because of the high pressure and temperature, especially at the areas like convergent boundaries in subduction zones and divergent boundaries in mid-ocean ridges only, these volcanoes can be distributed along these areas. And the next one is ring of fire. Means this ring of fire is very utmost and very ageable volcanoes can be seen on the earth, still present, still active. Okay, some will be active, some will be inactive, and some will be already, means it already extincted because of some other reasons. Okay, and this ring of fire is always active, volcanic eruption will be there. And here, this ring of fire we can see in the area of Pacific Ocean, where there are so many number of earthquake and volcanic eruptions can be occurred. Means almost it is home towards the 75% of the world's active and dormant volcanoes. Okay, we can imagine some of these dormant volcanoes are nothing but what means, this can be, now these volcanoes are not active, but in the future maybe these volcanoes can be active, that is called as the dormant volcanoes. Next, extinct volcanoes will be there. Means that in that extinct volcanoes, those volcanoes are extincted almost some decades ago. Means in the future also they can't form these volcanoes. Okay, and in this overall the world we will be having 75% of the world's active and dormant volcanoes can be seen in this area. Means this area is ring of fire that can be situated in the Pacific Ocean. And next one is hotspots. And in these hotspots, these volcanic activity can be occurred at this hotspot, which are area of the mantle that is covered with the very hot, and this hot mantle also cause the melting of the earth crust. Above the earth crust, these can be melted. Means some of the islands we can see in the areas like Hawaii, like that one. Okay, these hotspots are also very much dangerous when it comes towards the disasters. Why? Because in some of the areas nearer by this hotspot only so many people are living. Means if this volcanoes erupted, means these in the areas of this hotspot also volcanic activity can be occurred. Okay, in this one their overall mantle can be very hot, and this can melt the overall earth crust also. Next one is, what are the hazardous effect of volcanic eruption? Means main effects why these volcanoes can be erupted. Means main after the volcanic eruption, what are the effects we can see? Means first one, that is lava flows. Means automatically when any volcanic eruption is done, means lava flowing will be very much fast towards the earth surface or on the earth surface only. From this only there will be formation of the metamorphic rocks. Okay, and here molten rock that will flow from your volcano can easily destroy everything. Okay, and why? Because this molten rock will be very hot at the time when that will flowing towards the at the surface, means that will be destroy everything which comes in their path. Okay, means that may include the vegetation, or that may includes the house, roads, everything. These molten rock, it will just wipe out the overall area which comes along their path. Next one is pyroclastic flows, and in this pyroclastic flows there will be fast moving current of this hot gas and also the volcanic matter that can incinerate anything in their path. Means these pyroclastic flows, these are also just like the lava flowing only, but these are very much fast moving hot gases towards the earth surface or towards the atmosphere also. These volcanic matter can also incinerate these anything in their path, just wipe out the overall, and it means any type of object, living being, anything. When it comes in their pyroclastic flow path, means it will just wipe out the whole thing. And next one is ash flow. And in this one, volcanic ash can be seen when it is flowing towards the downstream of that areas or towards the earth surface also. Means volcanic ash can be formed whenever these volcanoes can be erupted. Means when that will flow towards the earth surface or on the earth, means in their path there will be, when they are flowing towards some path, means in that path there will be so many homes or roads or vegetation also. Means these ash can easily damage the um, overall human body respiratory problem. It can increase the respiratory problems of the humans, and it can contaminate the water supplies, and there will be damage of this machinery, and that will lead towards the collapse of the buildings under its own weight. Okay. And next one is lahars, and in this one, lahars are nothing but the mud flowing volcanoes or debris flow. These are called as the lahars here. Means when these volcanoes, mud flows or debris flows can be seen, means that can easily bury out the entire communities. Why? Because volcanic mud flows are somewhat, when they are flowing, means it will be very hot, and debris flow can be seen at that time. Means when this debris flow that can flow towards one path, means that will just bury the overall community with this debris or mud only. Okay, that is also one of the main dangerous cause we can see. Next one is toxic gases. Means when this volcanic eruption done, means from that one there will be releasing of the sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, can be released into the water or released into the air. Means when that will released into the atmosphere, means that will cause the huge damage towards the climatic condition. Why? Because there will be releasing of these greenhouse gases, means that will impact the ozone layer. Okay, ozone layer can be damaged because of this gases. Means carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide are very much dangerous gases. When they go into the air, means that will damage whole ozone layer, which is protecting us from the solar radiations. Means when we inhale these type of gases also, that can uh, give the severe health and environmental impact towards our health also. Next one is what are the environmental impacts of these volcanic eruptions? Means main impact that can be seen towards this environment because of volcanic eruptions or climate effects. Means when there are large eruptions, we can see um, when they inject the huge amount of this volcanic ash and also the sulfur dioxide into the earth surface, means that can create the global cooling by reflecting sunlight away from the earth. Means that can easily damage the earth surface, or sometimes from that one ozone layer can be damaged. There are so many climate effects that can be seen when these sulfur dioxide or carbon dioxide can be go into the stratosphere, and some maybe contaminate the whole air contamination can be done, and water contamination can be done because of this volcanic eruptions. Next one is soil fertility. Means when this volcanic ash that can enhance the overall soil fertility, means by adding some of the essential minerals. Means volcanic ash, when it goes through the path, means when it is very hot, means that can just uh, wipe out that whole area. But when it is flowing after cooling down also, that can easily enhance the soil fertility. Means some of the volcanic ash can be go towards the earth surface. Means when it is hot also, it will go towards the earth surface. Means any object comes in its path, means it will just wipe out. But when it is flowing, after flowing and flowing, it will just cool down at some point. Means when that volcanic ash going path will be there, na, that will be with so many minerals can be seen in that volcanic ash. Means it will enhance the soil fertility, Means because of this soil fertility, there will be so much beneficial towards the agricultural growth of the crops here. Means in the long term, we can see this benefits of the agriculture. Next one is habitat destruction and immediate destruction of the ecosystem. Means when these volcanic eruptions occur, means there will be releasing of the so many gases or releasing of the lava and the releasing of the volcanic ash into the earth surface. These are all going on in between this volcanic eruption. Means when this immediate destruction of this ecosystem within that volcanic eruption can be seen, means that can be long term beneficial as very new habitats can be created because of this volcanic activity. Why? Because some of the soil can be beneficial from this volcanic activity and some of the habitats can be uh, beneficial from this volcanic eruption also. Next one is water contamination, and in this water contamination, when there will release of this volcanic ash and also the gases that can go towards the water, means that can cause the so many diseases like respiratory problems we may get or some other diseases, means damage of the liver, damage of the lungs that can be seen. Means why? Because when these gases or these ash that can be go towards this water, means that can be contaminated easily and that can acidify the lakes and also the it can harm the aquatic life. So because of these river bodies, this can be very much damageable towards this water also. Next one is define earthquake hazards or disaster. And what is meant by this earthquake disaster is when earthquake is shaking of the earth surface, means it can cause it due to the sudden release of the energy within the earth lithosphere. Means why these earthquakes are occurring, means due to the movement of the tectonic plates. Means when these tectonic plates are shaking, means automatically there will be so much disruption can be happen towards this earth surface. Means there will be releasing of the seismic waves and also it can also cause some extensive damage can be seen in that one. Next one is explain the causes of earthquakes. Means why these earthquakes are causing, means first one, that is because of tectonic plate movements, and in this tectonic plate movements this can be caused mainly because of this movement of the or displacement of the tectonic plates. And in this one also we are having a subcategory of this tectonic plate movement. First one is convergent boundaries, and in this convergent boundaries, what is meant by this convergent boundaries are when any plates they will collide, means that will lead towards the subduction and also the intents of the seismic activities. That is called as the convergent boundaries. Next one is divergent boundaries. When in this divergent boundaries, when tectonic plates they will just move apart, means like this, means that is called as the divergent. And in this convergent, tectonic plates will become like this, means they will just collide with each other. In this divergent, it will just these tectonic plates will move apart. That will cause the earthquakes as new crust is formed. Next one is transform boundaries, and in this transform boundaries, these when these tectonic plates are sliding each other, means like this. When they are sliding each other, these are called as the transform boundaries. And when these sliding can be seen past each other horizontally, means that can cause them strike slip earthquakes. Okay, this one is convergent boundary, and this one is divergent boundary, and this one is transform boundary. Here tectonic plates will going to be collided, and in this one tectonic plates are moving apart, and in this one tectonic plates are sliding each other. This is the difference between the convergent, divergent and also the transform boundaries. These are tectonic movement and also the displacement are main cause of these boundaries. And next one is volcanic activity. Means these earthquakes can also be caused due to the movement of the magma here within the volcano, means it can be preside into the eruption sometime. Okay, when this volcanic eruption is occurred, means there will be occurrence of the earthquake will be common thing. Okay, and next one is human activities, means these human activities like mining or reservoir induced seismicity from this large dams or fracking also. Due to these human activities, we can get these earthquakes also. Means these are all the causes of the earthquake occurring. And in these human activities, when we are doing the mining also, there will be so much displacement of this tectonic plates. Means there will be earth shaking at that time. That will also cause the earthquakes here. Next one is how the distribution of earthquakes are all over the world. Means where we can see these earthquakes all over the world, means that is first one, global distribution. And in this global distribution, we are having these earthquakes mainly they found in along the tectonic plate boundaries in the regions like Pacific Ring of Fire, Mid-Atlantic Ridge, Himalayan region. These are all the different areas where we can see these earthquakes. Main thing is in this Pacific Ring of Fire, 75% of the whole world earthquakes and volcanoes can be seen in this area only. This will be present in the Pacific Ocean, which having the high seismic activity due to the convergent and transform boundaries. Means just now I told you about this convergent and transform boundaries here. Due to this high seismic activity in this region, there will be so many earthquakes and volcanoes are happening in this ocean, in this Pacific Ocean only. And next one is Mid-Atlantic Ridge. And in this Mid-Atlantic Ridge, like in the North America or Eurasian area, this earthquake occurrence is very common thing, because in this area it can be occur due to the divergent boundaries also. These divergent boundaries can be seen between the Eurasian and North American plates. Next one is the Himalayan region, and in this Himalayan region, high seismicity due to the collision of Indian and Eurasian plates can be done. Means in these areas we can see the high seismicity activities due to the collision of between these Eurasian and also the Indian tectonic plates. Next one is intraplate earthquakes. Means here earthquakes are very less common. It means earthquakes are not seen frequently here, but these are less common but very much significant here. Means this can occur within these tectonic plates which are away from the plate boundaries. Means due to this convergent or divergent or transform boundaries away from this one also, due to this tectonic displacement, these intraplate earthquakes can be seen. Means often this can be seen due to the reactivation of the ancient faults here. Means due to the faults also we can see the occurrence of these earthquakes. Next one is hazardous effect of earthquakes. Means because of these earthquakes, what are the main effects we can see? First one is ground shaking. Means here the primary cause of damage of this earthquake is that will lead towards the collapsing of these buildings, infrastructure and also the landslides. Why? Because when the time of these earthquakes, there will be so much ground shaking can be seen. Because of this huge shaking of the ground here, there will be collapsing of the buildings, infrastructure and so many hydraulic structures can be destructed at that time, and landslides also can be destructed, we can see. Next one is a surface rupture, and here breaking of this earth surface along the fault line or also can be affected because of these earthquakes. Why? Because of the surface rupture that can cause the roads, pipelines and other structures with huge damage. Okay. And next one is tsunamis, and undersea earthquakes can be just cause the tsunamis here. Why? Because undersea earthquakes, this can displace the large amount of water. Means when they displace the large amount of water, means that will only generate the tsunamis. It can cause the overall widespread towards the coastal destruction first of all, and that will go towards the areas deeply also. Next one is soil liquefaction. And in the soil liquefaction, there will be saturated soils, means due to these earthquakes, saturated soils can lose their strength and behave like the liquid nature. And due to this overall earth shaking only. This can also cause the collapsing of the buildings and also other structures to sink and also to collapse also. Why? Because when there will be soil liquefaction, means there will be gap between, we can see the uh, changing of our soil towards the solid form to liquid form. Due to this one, there will be so much shaking can be seen. This can make the buildings and also the other structures to sink and also to collapse also. Next one is landslides. Here, these earthquakes can also trigger the landslides, particularly in the mountainous or hilly regions, that will cause the additional destructions. Means landslides can they will fall out from that mountainous region and can also disrupt the whole transportation system at that time. Next one is what are the earthquake hazards in India? Means this in our India we are having 5 zones, and in this 5 zone, fifth zone it is nothing but the heavily seismically active region that may include the Himalayan and northeastern areas, means states. And the fourth zone it is the parts of Jammu and Kashmir and also Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand and also Indo-Gangetic plains. These are all the regions which are comes under this zone 4. And zone 5 it is nothing but the moderate seismicity that will cover the Gujarat, Maharashtra and also the Deccan Plateau. And next one is zone 1 and 2. And in our India, zone 1 is not considerable, only zone 2 is considerable. But in some of the code books, they may give about this zone 1 and zone 2 combinedly also. Why? Because it will only cover the peninsular region and some part of this central and southern states also. And historical earthquakes we can see is in our India we can see earthquake in 2021 in Gujarat area, and also in the 1934 that is in Bihar Nepal border earthquake occurred at that time, and in 2005 Kashmir earthquake also can be seen. Next one is what are the human related adjustments done for the mitigation of these earthquakes? Means for the mitigation of these earthquakes, humans what they did and what are the means what or the awareness they did among the people to be prepared because of these earthquakes. First one is building codes. Here they are implementing and enforcing the seismic building codes to ensure that each and every structure can follow these building codes, and so that they can withstand the earthquakes. Means in that code each and every means what type of steel we are going to use, what type of concrete grade we are going to use, each and everything we can be seen in that building codes. Next one is land use planning, and in this land use planning we have to avoid the construction in high risk earthquake areas. Means so that when any earthquake occurred also there will be no heavy damage towards that area. Means such as near fault lines or in region that will be prone towards this landslides and also liquefaction. Next one is retrofitting, and in this retrofitting, strengthening existing buildings and also infrastructure to resist these seismic forces. And we have to strengthen these buildings and also the infrastructure when any type of earthquake can be happened. And next one is public awareness. We have to educate the communities and the people about this earthquake and how we are going to prepare when this disaster is going to be happen. What are the safe practices we can follow during and after this earthquakes is going to be happen. Public awareness is a compulsory thing for any type of disasters. Next one is what is the main perception of this earthquakes? Means cultural beliefs. And in some of the regions, earthquakes are perceived through the cultural and religious lenses. Means it can also influence the communities to respond to them. Means some may be very much careful, very much prepared towards this disaster, but some maybe they are not know anything about this earthquakes. And next one is risk perception. Here we have to how these individuals and communities they will pursue the risk of this earthquake that can affect their preparedness and also the response. This can be influenced by the factors such as past experiences, access to the information, and also the education. So we have to give them awareness towards the people and communities of these disasters. Next one is what is the mitigation process of this earthquake hazards or early warning system? Means we can give the early warning system for the people and so that they can save themselves and their family and their properties from that one. Means initially we can easily detect these seismic waves and we can provide you very few seconds or minutes for the warning before this disaster can be happen. Next one is emergency response plans, and in this emergency response plan this can create and regularly update this response plans. Means emergency response plan like evacuating that area or communication strategies and emergency supplies we can give towards the disaster prone areas, and we can get the medical facilities. How we are going to get the medical facilities? We have to store each and everything when these disasters can be happen or are going to happen. Next one is disaster resilient infrastructure, and here designing infrastructure can withstand the seismic waves here. That can include the flexible pipelines, basic isolated buildings, and also the bridges with the normal seismic reinforcement. So these disaster resilient infrastructure is a compulsory thing. By this only we can design the infrastructure so that the buildings can withstand the seismic forces also. And next one is a seismic hazard mapping. Here we are going to create the maps of seismic hazards to inform the land use planning and the development of this infrastructure and also the emergency management. Okay, these are the references books. Thank you everyone.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.